Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Yeah. It's a new. I'm in the first quarter. Yeah, just play. Oh, he bad aim.
About set to begin.
He living up to that name.
Falcons offense at the line. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession. See if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
Fielded just inside the 30. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over.
Here we go, here we go. Ready? Flex! Did you choose the mic? What's that?
On first down, Garoppolo. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Sony Michel, his second touchdown on the season as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays.
It's caught inside the 25, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Julio Jones, an 80-yard touchdown as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Bullock good on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
What do you say, babe? Okay.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Here we go.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march up another 15 against your squad.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll run it with Jones. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. To throw, it's Garoppolo.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Wait, what we got, what we got, what we got?
There's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Jimmy Garoppolo with his second touchdown pass of this first half as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Garoppolo to Michelle on the screen. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. On 2nd down, Michelle. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
The Bucs on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And this is going to be incomplete.
But, partner, anytime someone tells me that fundamentals are leaving the game, I'm going to show them this play because they couldn't get to the passer. So what do you have to do? Get your hands up in the passing lane, and they batted it away on a 3rd down attempt.
Oh, and this one slides to the right on Gay. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
It looked good when it left his foot, but he kind of sliced it a little bit, and he winds up missing it wide right.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the gun, it's a run for Freeman. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And Freeman lost the football. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. Back to throw here. Looking deep for Julio. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now Garoppolo. He's going to fire one deep. Middle of, and got his man complete. A gain of 32 that time. Well, that certainly changes things.
Yeah, I think the thought process is they'd take this lead into the locker room, run something simple here, and run the clock out. Instead, they get the big play. Now they have a chance to increase what they've done in the first half.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Grady Jarrett able to record his 5th sack of the season. Throwing on 2nd and long. Garoppolo. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So the sack of
that pepper full.
And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? From the gun, it's Garoppolo. He's going to rifle one deep. He's got a man complete. They'll get 34 yards there. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Oh, you know what? That's one thing I don't miss, though. That spawn trapping shit. That's what I like about Apex. You ain't no such thing as spawn trapping in Apex. Exactly.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Nah, your partner can bring you back, though.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins, and he's able to take this one back to the 36.
But I mean, if you got a good team, you could come back. You mean just as many times, but if your team ain't that good, yeah, you gonna, you know what I'm saying? Apex games like Apex is more realistic, you know what I'm saying? Because ain't nobody gonna be spawn trapping you all game and shit, just sitting there taking all those kills.
Set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jordan. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Back to throw now on 1st down. Gets it off to Freeman. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the 1st. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. He'll drop to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. That's fielded in the end zone. A beautiful fake.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, you're almost in field goal position.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they do the interception and finish off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
How many more? Babe, I'm just good as fuck.
Here we go.
They good as how many can you spare? How many more can I have?
11.
Like 4?
11.
Mm-hmm.
Jones. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the interception by the Bucs D leads to a touchdown. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned,
It's caught inside the 25. A big-time play there for the Falcons. 57 yards. They'll look to throw now on first down. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
Ito Smith, his first carry. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Ito Smith, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons cut into that lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Garoppolo now. 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Jones. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
go, here we go, here we go. Wait, AD! Come to my work! We want it! Come to my work!
On 2nd and 12, Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Here we go,
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
12, fellas, here we go. Check. 11.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. Airing this one out for Evans. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
Oh, pick that.
It's incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to
That's usually how it goes.
Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a
I'm off Thursday, Friday, Saturday, so.
Play action fake. They'll look to throw. Going for the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 54 yards. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
Come on, defense.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Excuse me.
Very cohesive. Knowing each other's moves all game long.
Yeah, you say you didn't?
Spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Come on, catch that pick.
He's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell
Hold
incomplete.
on. Babe, more shrimp, please. Yeah.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So a good snap, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
So that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
Right.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys have set up shop at the 20.
How many has it been?
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Check, cross. Hey, gun.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180!
Mm-hmm.
Slam, slam, slam.
Well, now they'll try the end around. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. He went backwards there 8 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
You said what?
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went
that's
backwards.
expected, though.
3rd and very long. To throw is Garoppolo. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches.
Oh, man, stop it. Stop it. Stop it.
So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal. On the counter, Devontae Freeman. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd and 11. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. An 11-yard touchdown, as his guys are back within a single score. You know, you can't get all the points back at once, but baby steps a good start.
A start that was sorely needed, because this team looked like they might be out of this one, but getting a touchdown, getting back into it, gives them hope as they move forward.
Oh, that's classic.
45, 45.
They'll look to throw. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Back now in Tampa, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter.
But that's normal, man. If you ain't know that he was there, you wouldn't have a problem with it.
This is fielded a couple yards deep.
Right, but I'm saying, like, that's really out of your control is what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying? That's a
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me.
I can understand that.
With the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. To throw on 2nd and 10. Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, dude, you can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. 52's the Mike. Watch Mike. Watch Mike.
And the blitz does come. Open man is got it. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. Now Jones. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it.
You said what
the
does?
difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out. I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go.
Yeah, great.
That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. Escaping the pressure right. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 20-yard line. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes.
Yeah,
we've got a one-score game.
That's crazy, though. I hate when people fucking kill for sport.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
Right here, right here. Check. Motion out of the backfield. Motion out of the backfield.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive game. Just keep that clock ticking.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Again, it's Jones. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
11.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete. 20, 10, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. O.J. Howard, 79 yards as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. They had the lead in the 4th, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside.
What you want, Apex?
The end zone as well.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones. He'll look to throw. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. Made his first.
Let's go.
This now from 46 yards away. And the kick here is good. So add 3 to the total. But they're still coming up well short.
You start fresh from death.
Is how this one comes to an end.